this is not plugged in. It should be. Okay, there we go. Okay, Gemma. First of all, wave to the camera.
Hello.
Say hi to Laura. That's who's going to be watching this. What's up, Laura? Okay, here we go.
My name is Bob.
Your name is Bob. That'd be a cool name. You want to change your name to Bob?
Mm.
No? Yeah. Actually, I like Gemma a lot better. Okay, so you want to know what I'm going to teach you today? I'm going to teach you, and actually I forgot to get one thing, but I could get it somewhere else. I'm going to teach you about what's called copy consonants. So I'm going to get it and I'm going to tell you about that first. So what do you think a copy consonant is? Can you imagine? I'll give you a hint.
I was just doing one copy about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was telling her about
when
it.
like C says
That's yeah.
like other letters do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, you did listen. I was telling your mom that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to teach you about is all of these different letters that copy the sounds other letters make, and there's stories that go with it. That's kind of fun. Okay? So first thing I'm going to have you do is read some words. So why don't you read
Cool, cute, cart, Kent, scent, cake.
That should be over in this column. Now read these ones.
Cereal, count, catch, city, club.
So what did you notice about these two words?
That they start with C, but they say S.
Good job. Exactly. So the letter C has two sounds. You know,
And
good job. Okay. So that's one of our copy consonants. Here. So how do you know? Oh, we'll get to that next. Okay. So why don't you read these words next?
queen, quite, quack, quirky, quaint, quilt, quiet, quick, quit, question.
You can come here. It's okay. Say hi, honey. Okay. And now will you read these ones?
Axe, tax, mix, fox, example.
Hi, Jerry.
Fox, ox, fix, exit, excited.
Good job. So for the QU, what sounds are QU copying? Can you hear it?
What are copy consonants?
So copy consonant is like, so C is copying the sound of K, and is also copying the sound of S. That make sense?
Oh, it's copying the middle one?
Copying those letter sounds. So because C has two sounds, C says K and S, right? So we'll get there. All right, let's keep going. So, all right, so let's start with the copy consonant C, or actually we call that Clarence. Want to look at Clarence? Let me write Clarence for you. What do you notice about the two C's in this word?
That one says K and one says S.
Good job. So that's why we call this copy consonant Clarence. So there's a story that goes with Clarence. Let me write down a few more words for you. See if you can notice that pattern. You know what a pattern is?
Like square, circle, cube, square, circle, cube.
Good job. So there are letter patterns that help us decide how to spell a word. Does that make sense? So how do we know when we see the letter C in a word, how do we know if it's saying K or S? I'm going to teach you. You ready? So I'm going to give you a bunch of words. Let's see, let me find one more.
I think I know how now.
Okay. So here's a bunch of words where C says S. Okay, you know it already?
No, I think I just saw it. So there's always a vowel next to it.
Yes, but close. I. It's I, E, or Y specifically. So if the letter C is followed by, see here's the E up here in Clarence. If it's followed by an I, E, or Y, then it says S. Like, let me give you more words. What's that one?
That's one of those kinds of words, like
So what is the word?
city.
Exactly. How about okay, we got all those ones. How about you just saw this one? What's that word?
That's cereal.
Right. And so again, it's followed by an I, E, or Y. And that's how that works.
Why is the vowel small?
It is. You're right.
Like mine. That's a vowel.
Exactly. That's when it's a vowel. So 'cause sometimes Y achieves voweldom is what we say. Let's erase this. So here's how we write it.
Or else in Y.
So C sounds like an S when it's followed by an
Or
I,
just a C.
E, or Y. Or it sounds like a K. That make sense? Okay. So let me get another drink of water. Okay. Do you need water or anything? Okay. I feel a cough coming on. I think I'm going to pause it real quick. Okay. So we just did the copy consonant C for Clarence. And now we're going to look at the copy consonant Q, U. So when you're reading Q, U in a word, so will you read a couple of these again?
Queen, quite, quack, quirky, quaint.
Good job. So when you hear the Q, U in the word, what does it sound like? Like K and a W. Qu. That's what it sounds like. You're right. So Q, K, and W is the sounds it's copying. And when I say copy consonants, what I'm trying to say is that, so like the letter C is not its own sound. It doesn't have its own unique sound. It is borrowing its sound from K and from S. Does that make sense? Same with Q and U.
So it's kind of like taking their sounds and using it for itself.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yep. And then the other one is X. You want to read a couple of these words?
Axe, tax, mix, box, example, fox, ox, fix.
Right. So X.
Excited.
X also borrows its sound. Can you hear it?
X.
X, X, X.
X.
Well, so you didn't do foundations. It's a little bit tougher to help you get there. But so it's also borrowing its sound. So that it's the sounds it's borrowing here. See, I'll do it in slow motion. See if you can hear it. X, X, X.
K and C.
K and S, yeah. Sorry. Do you hear it? You know what it kind of sounds like? You ever listen to your dad on the grill or when he's frying something and he flips it? It's like flipping a burger.
No, Dad doesn't make stuff on the grill.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah, he usually just makes Brussels sprouts and hot dogs.
Oh.
He just turns them.
Well, and sometimes they make that sound. Sometimes.
Kind of like sizzling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we have our 3 copy consonant sounds. That make sense? Okay, so the C, what are the 3 vowels it has to, that make it say
S and K.
Yes, those are the 2 sounds it makes. So how do we know if it's going to say S or K? Or K?
If it's gonna say S, that means it has a Y, E, or I.
Good job.
Next to it.
Exactly. Right after I, E, and Y. Or it says K. Make sense? Okay, great. All right. Now, see how it's written right there? Does that make more sense? E, I, or Y.
That's just like what you did.
Exactly. Yep. So, okay. So now I'm going to teach you, I'm going to do the stories. You ready for this? So this is part of this tutoring, part of these lessons. There's these really fun stories that can go with them, and it helps you to remember the lesson. It helps you to remember what you're learning. Does that make sense? So if there's a story that goes with it, it kind of gets stuck in your brain. Okay? Okay, so the first story we're going to do is about Clarence, how he's a copy consonant, and how he became a copy consonant. So we pretend that they're characters in a play, okay? So I'm going to read it to you, and then we're going to act it out. Does that sound like fun? All right, Clarence, the letter C, is very polite and energetic. He loves to go first. Do you know kids like that? Like kids in your class that if your teacher needs a volunteer, they always want to go?
Yeah, it's kind of like me.
You? Are you like a Clarence? I can see that, definitely. You think Leah's like a Clarence? I don't think so. Kind of not. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, and then our other character is Kind K. Kind K, she's so sweet. Yes, exactly. Whenever you go to her house, she has cookies for you. She will welcome anyone into her home. She is so kind and so sweet.
There's kind, sir.
That's right, but she doesn't like to go first. Clarence likes to go first. I'll explain. Kind K, she likes to let everyone else go first. Make sense? And then there are three best friends, E, I, and Y. They're always together. They're best buds. They live right next door to each other. They hang out all the time. They're like every party, everywhere they go, they're together. Make sense? And then we have Sophisticated S. She is so fancy. She lives in a mansion. She has the nicest car. She is very sophisticated. Okay? Okay. Clarence, the letter C, is polite and energetic. He always follows the rules and loves to go first. Kind K, the friendly letter, is very kind and inviting and loves to bake and welcome people into her home. She prefers to go with the end of words. E, I, and Y are the best of friends, and often hang out with each other. They know and like S and trust, so E, I, and Y are good friends with S, sophisticated S. S trusts them. E, I, and Y are very encouraging letters and support their friends and help them out whenever they can. S is very swanky and sophisticated letter, like we talked about. She doesn't want to lose control of her sound and has conditions about who can use it and when. Okay, ready? You might get up in a second. The letter C, Clarence, was frustrated. He was not used in any words. The letter C was not in any words. Clarence. So he decided to take matters into his own hands. He marched up the hill and knocked on the welcoming, friendly house. Whose house was that?
K.
Yeah, that's right. So knock, knock, knock. Who lives here? And you said it, K. Kind K invited him in to sit by the fire and have some fresh baked cookies. I know, it sounds so nice. I want to be done with Kind K. Kind K. And so then you would say, Kind K would say, how about you be Clarence? Ready? So we'll read it here. So I'll be Kind K. How may I help you, Clarence? Whatever could you need? So you're right here.
May I please copy your sound?
What? Say it again.
May I please copy your sound?
And what would Kind K say because she's so kind? Yes, of course.
Yes.
It turns out Kind K has an ulterior motive, though. Motive for letting C say K. She absolutely hates going first in words and is happy to have Clarence take her place. This works out well for both letters because C likes to go first and K doesn't. So in most words where the first sound is a K, it's a C, not a K. Did you know that? Was that interesting? Okay, so I'll read this and you read that. Of course you can copy my sound, but I have a favor to ask you. Would you please go first in words whenever possible? I hate going first. Can I read that?
Oh, I love going first. Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm coughing on my hand. Let's not shake hands. Here, keep reading what's in bold. You ready?
I'm so grateful. I want you to know that if you ever need me, I've got your back.
Nice.
I'm missing the K in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See that? And K is at the end. And then you were, that is going to be important later. Anyway, back to our story. And that is how Clarence, the letter C, got his first sound. And what's his first sound?
K.
K. But that is not the end of Clarence's story. He really wants to make another sound. One sound was not enough for Clarence. He wanted another sound. What's the other sound that he can make? Good job. That's right. Clarence has thought about going to Sophisticated S's house to ask to copy her sound. But S is so sophisticated and her house is so swanky, he worries. He's too nervous. He doesn't want to go by himself. So what should he do?
I'll take K with him.
Mm-hmm. Or who are the three best buds?
I, E, and Y.
Good job. Yeah. I, E, and Y. That's right. So he takes I, E, and Y with him. All right. E, I, and Y agree to go with Clarence to Sophisticated S's house. And they stand behind him to encourage him to ask to copy her sound. Okay. So, yeah, fancy doorbell. Good job. Okay. So we're going to still pretend that you're Clarence, okay? Sophisticated S. Oops, where's my scarf? Okay. Sophisticated S opens the door to greet her friends E, I, and Y fondly. But since she does not know Clarence, she stands back. And how may I help you? You're right there.
May I copy your sound, please?
I don't know. Well, I'm not going to just give out to my sound to anybody. How do I know you will make the S sound correctly? And then E, I, and Y. What do they say?
We will help.
We'll help, we'll help. And the narrator says, will Sophisticated S agree? Yes. Okay, Sophisticated S. Okay, but only under certain conditions. I insist that you always have E, I, or Y with you to make sure that you make the S sound properly. Deal? Awesome. And that is how Clarence, the letter C, came to have two sounds. Most of the time, he says K. But if he is followed by an E, I, or Y, he says S. Cool? So it's about. We're winning awards over here for this great acting, right? Okay, so let's so see all these let's see if we can do this. Let's give this some practice. See all these so these are not words, these are just sounds. Does that make sense? And so sometimes I'll do a few and show you. So this is k, ko, kul, k, kur, and then down here it's
C.
so we say st.
Maybe it's
Oh, that would be kt. You're right. I did it wrong. Good job. So you want to do
cold.
Here, let's do a couple of these.
Ka, kur, kri.
Oh, so it's followed by a Y.
Oh.
It's in beside, like cycle. Like bicycle. Oh, that one. Good job.
Pull.
Good job. Sigh. Or sit. Okay, let's do some real words.
Vice.
Uh-huh. See how followed by the E?
Rice. Cut. Keep. Kite. Coat. Scent.
Good job. See how that works? Okay. So now we're going to do copy consonants qu and x, which also have stories. Here we go. Will you be in the play again with me? Nice. Okay. Here are our characters in order of appearance. Oh yeah, Q, U, they are stuck like glue. Can you say that with me? Q, U, stuck like glue?
Q, U, stuck like glue. Because whenever a Q is in a word, there's always a U following it.
That's exactly right. They are never separated. You know, in some schools where they learn all this, they have, for fun, they have a wedding. And one kid is Q and one kid is U, and they get married. Just for fun. I think in one of my classes I'm going to do that. Okay, and then we have kind K, and then we have the W. So the W you didn't learn this before, but W is, there's the just plain old W, W, and then there's W. You got it. You got it. Okay, ready? Q and U are stuck like glue, and Q never goes anywhere without U. Kind K, the friendly letter, is very kind and inviting, and loves to bake and welcome people into her home. She prefers to go at the end of words. W and W are twins who want to make the OO sound, the OO superstar sound. They don't say much, but they are also generous. QU saw that Clarence was now in all sorts of interesting words. Even better, Clarence got to go first in these words, and QU loved going first in words too. So QU decided to march up the hill and knock on the door of the friendliest house.
Kind K.
That's right. Okay, let's pretend you're QU, okay? So you want to knock on the door?
Who lives here?
Okay, so knock on the table. Good job. So you're at Kind K's house, and I'll open the door and I'll say, so how may I help you? Go ahead.
We would love to copy your sound and go at the front of words.
Thrilled to have another friend to take her place at the front sometimes, Kay happily agreed. But she had a suggestion.
Of course you may copy.
Oh, I'm kind of, I'll do that. Of course you may copy my sound, but people are already mixing me up with Clarence. So why don't you copy me and my neighbor and make a consonant blend so people don't mix us up? Do you know what a consonant blend is? We have two consonants in a row. So here's one.
Pull A.
Or just pull, but yeah, play would be the word.
Or clay.
So the consonant blend is just cool. That makes sense? So that's a consonant blend. So Kind K suggests that QU go next door to her neighbor's house to borrow his sound too and make a consonant blend. Make sense? Okay, so Kind K continues. Who's the neighbor that they need to go to next?
Sophisticated S.
Oh, so remember our consonant, our copy consonant right now is qu. So what's the next sound we need?
U.
Kind of sounds like a U, yeah. Qu. W.
W.
Yep, exactly. So they just, whose house were they just at?
Kind K.
That's right. So they've got the k sound. Now they need the w sound because QU stuck like glue says qu. Okay. So Kind K continues. W and W are twins who live next door. They want to be the roundest superstars, but as much as they try, they can't quite pull it off. Still, they make a lovely sound that is all their own. I bet they would let you copy their sound if you ask. So QU went to the round wannabe house and knocked. Want to knock? when the W, or the W and the W twins, learned about kind K's idea of having QU copy both K and W, they immediately agreed. Pause. Okay, now we need to bow. Yes. And that is how the letters QU, stuck like glue, came to make the consonant blend Qu at the front of words. That make sense? Yep, there it is. Okay, we have one more story. And then I'm going to have you write some words, okay? Okay, here we go. So this one, here are the characters in order of appearance. Maybe going too fast. We'll see. Okay. X, a strong letter that likes to go last. Can you think of very many words that start with X?
Xylophone.
And when in the word xylophone, what sound is the letter X making? So X does not like to go first. You want to here? I have this really cool book. It's called The ABCs and All Their Tricks, and you can look up a letter or a sound and see how many times it shows up in words in English. How many words start with X right there? Oh no, start with X. So it's on this page.
Oh, okay. 4.
Uh-huh. And you know what sound they make? Xerox, Xerxes, xenophobia, xylophone.
They all start with Z.
Yeah, isn't that funny? And there's only 4 of them. Whereas here's X, but it's always in the middle of a word or the end. See that?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? I think it's interesting. Or I'm sure there's one more. Here's another one where it's always at the end. What do you think?
Well, that one is not at the end.
Yeah, or in the middle. Yeah, it's actually always at the end of a syllable.
Oh.
Is that interesting? I think that's interesting. So X always is very strong because any sounds that come before the X you can hear very clearly. So X, fox, it helps the other sounds around it. It helps you hear them very well. Okay, so let's finish. Okay, here we go. So, okay, X, so your X now, likes to barbecue and likes to go last in words. Kind K, the friendly letter, is very kind and inviting and loves to bake and welcome people into her home. She prefers to go at the end of words. S is a very swanky and sophisticated letter. He doesn't want to lose control, or she doesn't want to lose control of her sound, but trusts X and is okay this one time if her sound is used as in a consonant blend. Here we go. The letter X. Did I already just read that? Okay, here we go. The letter X likes to go last, so he waited while the other copy consonants had their turn. He saw that Clarence and Q and Qu, or QU, were being used in many interesting words. So he decided to march up the hill and knock on the friendliest house. Who's the friendliest house?
Kind K.
That's right.
Kind K.
Yeah, exactly. If it were to start with C, what would it say?
Sign.
Or Sind, like Cinderella, right? But it starts with a K, and so we know it says K. Or it has to start with a K, otherwise it wouldn't work.
Yeah, people would say like sign.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or sin.
You got it. So why don't you, let's see, he knocks on the door, Kind K answers. All right, here's your part. So how may I help you? You're right here.
I would very much like to copy your sound at the end of words.
A tad disappointed to learn that X wanted to go at the end. Kind K nevertheless agreed, because she's just so kind. But she had a suggestion. Why don't you copy me and my neighbor to make a blend so people don't mix us up? Who is Kind K's neighbor? the other, who is kind K's neighbor? The other letter X will copy.
S.
That's right, sophisticated S. Yes, S. But given how picky S is about lending out her sound, kind K called S first to make sure she was okay with this plan. So I'm gonna pretend to call myself. This is gonna be funny or what? So bling bling bling. I'm kind K. Sophisticated S. I really need a favor. X wants to copy my sound at the end of words, but I really need X to be a consonant blend and copy your sound too, so that I don't get mixed up with S. Because I like to go at the end too. Or I don't get mixed up with X. I'm sorry, I'm getting all messed up. Alright, now I'm sophisticated S. Well, I guess that's okay. If it's a consonant blend, then we won't get mixed up, right? Right. Deal. Yes! But given how picky S is about, oh wait, I just read that. She agreed to let him copy her sound, so as long as he made both the K and the S sounds together. So if their sounds together, then you can't mix them up. What are the sounds the X makes at the end of words? Can you say it? Good job. Like you were flipping a burger. And that is how the letter X came to say at the end of lots of interesting words.
But it also says Z.
Yeah, in 4 words. So not very many. So you probably won't see that very much, right? I hope. Okay, I'm going to give you, okay, oh yeah, I didn't show you the pictures. There is Clarence. Look, he looks so nice. There's the wannabe twins. What? Here is kind K. Oh, look, she looks like a baker. She looks so sweet. And there is QU. See, they're getting married. Stuck like glue. Sophisticated S. And then,
Wait, what are those?
that's the twins. The wannabe, the
and
twins.
what?
What and what. Yep. And then there's X. And that's sophisticated S. And I think there's another one. Right here. So here's their houses. So here's kind K's house. There's sophisticated S's house. And here's the QU house. Qua.
QU.
Yep, I see it. Okay. So now I'm going to have you spell some words that I give you and see if you can follow the patterns. And so will you sit on your bottom, please? To make it easier for you, right? And then, so if you have a trouble with the word that I give you, if you have trouble with the word that I give you, yeah. If you're not sure how to spell it, say lifeline, and I'll help you find the right. I will give you a clue. Okay? How about the word fox? Nice. Ice. Nice. Okay. Kite. Good job. Queen. Use that or whatever. Good job. Space. Nice job. So why is it a C, not an S?
Because it doesn't say I, E, or Y.
It's because it has an I, E, or Y after? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
doesn't have one after it.
Oh, what's the last letter in that word?
A C. It says a C.
Well, it's the last sound. That's correct. That's the last sound. What's the last letter?
C.
Space?
Wait, E.
Yeah, it looks like an C. So it has an E after the C. So that means it says, good job. How about cope?
Cope.
Good job. So Why'd you choose a C instead of a K?
Because K doesn't like to go at the beginning of words.
Good job. Yes, exactly. Good job. Okay, how about...
That would be like this. It looks weird like that.
Exactly. So you have a strong sketch pad. Do you know what that means? When I tell you a word, you can visualize it in your mind. Right? So close your eyes. I'm going to say the word cat. Can you see it in your head?
Like this thing?
Like the animal cat?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a talent.
Should I spell it on here?
No, it's okay. You don't have to spell that one. How about, I had one. Where to go?
Dude.
Dude? You want to spell dude? Go ahead, spell dude. How about, I'm looking for some, 6. Like
Six.
The number 6.
That's one super easy.
Good. Kit. Good job. Why'd you choose a K?
Because if there was a C, that would say sit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Good job. Okay, how about...
This is how you spell them. How you spell
You
it
can
with an
spell
S?
sit. Yeah, but you do spell S with an... Or sit with an S. You're right. How about city?
Oh, sitting?
City. Like we live in
Oh,
the
city.
city of Seattle. Good job. How about crayon?
Crayon?
Maybe that's not a good word for you. How about cot? She slept on the cot.
What's a cot?
It's something that folds up and you can sleep on. So it's not like... Okay, I'm going to skip that one too since we didn't do mouthy work. I don't think that's good. How about cash? How much cash do you have? Nice job. How about quest? Let's go on a quest. Perfect. Good job. How about quiet? Nice job. How about tax?
Oh, tax.
Tax, like
I'm
pay.
paying my tax.
Exactly, pay your tax. Nice job. How about quiz? Did you pass your quiz? Nice job. All right, couple more. Cusp. Nice job. All right, here's maybe a harder one. Squint. She had to squint to see the blackboard. Good job. How about, all right, 2 more. Keen. Nice. So why did you choose K?
Because if I put a C there, it would say scene.
Good job. That's right. How about cane? Old man had a cane. Good job. Okay, so I think we're just about done. So tell me one more time. What are our 3 copy consonants? And what sound do they make?
Q-U-K-W.
Can you say the sound like?
C says K and S. And X says S.
Those are 3 copy consonants. Yeah, exactly. You can use this. Exactly. So does that make sense? Do you feel like you learned something? Good. Good. Clarence, we have Clarence, we have kind K, we have X, the barbecue master. We have Q, U, stuck like glue. They're married. They always go together and at the front of words. Okay. Thank you, Gemma. Can I have a high five? Okay. Now say bye to Laura.
Bye.
Bye, Laura. Thank you.
Bye.